Greetings, hockey fans! Welcome from Buck Arena as the Des Moines Capitals are minutes away from commencing the 2025 edition of the Turkey Cup. They take on their crosstown rival Des Moines Oak Leafs in what is the biggest, or are the biggest, regular season games in the entire Midwest High School Hockey League. Typically, attendance for the varsity game ends up above 1,500. Last year at the Recplex, it visibly looked like it approached 2,000. So the energy here already just for the JV game significantly heightened. This is Kevin Way, your play-by-play voice for the Des Moines Capitals this 2025-26 season. I hope we have a great treat in store for you. We anticipate that this JV game will be, if not the highest, amongst the highest in terms of energy and pace that the Capitals will play all season, just because of how amped up both of these teams get to play in this pair of games each season. For many of you, this is your second, third, fourth Turkey Cup. For others, it's even more than that. It's like, well, that's good, Kevin. For some of you, it may be like, oh yeah, I'm an original Capital. This is almost my 30th Turkey Cup. Well, actually, the Turkey Cup hasn't been that long, but since the beginning. So the tradition that is built for this game in the Des Moines Youth Hockey Association and community is significant. We want to take some time now to, while we have the time, thank some of our sponsors. Starting with Jen Stambro Real Estate. Thinking of buying or selling your home? Let Jen Stambro Real Estate help you. Jen has been a trusted broker in the Des Moines area since 2006 with expertise representing buyers, sellers, investors, builders, new construction, and executive estates. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Jen is there to help walk you through the entire process. Learn more about Jen and her team at jenstambrorealestate.com. We also want to thank the sponsor of our penalty box this season, and that is Tint World. Tint World is your automotive styling center where they focus on the fun in your vehicle. They do window tint, paint protection film, vehicle wraps, and ceramic coating. They can also upgrade your stereo system, add remote start, and even add purple lighting to your ride to get you in the Capital spirit on the way to the game. Tint World also focuses on residential and commercial glass to help alleviate heat or glare, or to add privacy to your home or office. Stop in and see Tint World in Urbandale from 8 to 6, Mondays through Saturdays. Thanks also in order to the sponsor of our Caps Kids Captain program, and that's the Goddard School of Waukee. The Goddard School of Waukee believes the start of your child's journey matters, and their mission is to provide the most innovative and inspirational educational experience for young children and families in their community. Call 515-297-6555 or go to goddardschool.com to learn more. Thanks as well to our marketing sponsors. If you followed Capital social media, you may have noticed yesterday that the hype video has been released. If you didn't check out the Capitals Facebook page. Easily find it there. And that was produced in parts by, if we say in part, we'll explain it a bit, by Trillic Studio. Trillic Studio is a one-of-a-kind audio and video production facility housed in the iconic Crescent Building in downtown Des Moines. Visit trulickstudio.com to learn more. The reason we said in part is, as many of you are aware, but some of you maybe only first tuned in for this for the Turkey Cup this season. Well, Trulick Studio worked with some students at DMAC, Des Moines Area Community College, this season to help make the hype video possible. I personally think it's the best hype video we've had. Turned out extremely well, in my opinion. And so DMAC, also one of our sponsors as well. Established in 1966, DMAC is now Iowa's largest community college and offers over 220 credit programs to individuals seeking degrees, diplomas, or certificates. DMAC's main campus is in Ankeny, but it also has 2 other campuses in the greater Des Moines area, 3 other campuses in central Iowa, and 6 learning centers in the area as well. DMAC's mission is changing lives and empowering communities. And with 500 plus faculty and staff, small class sizes, and the lowest tuition and fees in the state, it can. Find out if DMAC is right for you at dmac.edu. That's DMACC.edu. We pan back to the live look here from Buck Arena, the OG Buck Arena. This is the arena that the Des Moines Buccaneers of the USHL played in from the 1980-81 season all the way until the 2023-24 season. Last season, the 24-25 season, was the first season the Des Moines Buccaneers played at the Recplex. This facility will remain open until a new arena for the USHL Bucks is completed as part of the Recplex. There'll be a third sheet on the east side. It'll seat a little over 3,000 people, have suites to it, a fair amount of standing room. It's going to be a pretty typical USHL arena, but this is still the home of the Capitals for this season, most likely next season, but this high odds, this is the last Turkey Cup that will be played at Buck Arena. So somewhat bittersweet in that regard. But time and progress moves on, I guess. It will be a really nice arena, but obviously there are many great memories for the Capitals and the hockey in Des Moines here at Buck Arena. So it's looking extremely probable that the Capitals will play out of this arena next season. We don't know with certainty, but I definitely do not think the new arena, which has not broken ground yet, will be ready in time for the Buccaneers or the Capitals at the beginning of next season. Well, who knows? I suppose if you hire enough people, pay enough people, that I may be eating my words, but end up pleasantly surprised next season, or maybe the middle of next season. I will not be surprised if we have one more season here at Buck. But it'll be, despite all of its quirks, it will be a bittersweet goodbye when that happens. But we hope to have at least one last fantastic Turkey Cup here from Buck Arena. Talk a little bit about roster changes for the Capitals JV team. Not a lot, but there are 2 changes, and they are notable. The first is that sophomore forward Caden Opp is out due to injury. He suffered an upper body injury and will likely be out 4 to 6 weeks. Caden Opp was probably going to end up the leading scorer in all of Midwest hockey. The Midwest High School Hockey League JV had already had a couple other injuries earlier this season, and so it's been an unfortunate season for Caden in that regard. He has looked so good. His puck protection and stick handling it's always been good, but now it's even better than ever. And so the kind of the concern, we use that lightly, with Caden early on in this season is he going up in the top 25 in varsity scoring and ineligible for JV? That concern unfortunately has been eliminated. But Capitals hope that Caden heals fully and as quickly as he possibly can. But there will be no reason to rush him because he has a very bright future with the Capitals. And beyond that, if he does want to play juniors and or ACHA college hockey after high school, he certainly has the talent and ability to do so. But in the lineup, it's with Caden out, is Zach West, known by most of you Capitals fans as a defenseman. Plays regularly with the varsity team. This is his first JV game of the season, but with Caden out, the coaching staff asked Zach if, hey, would you be interested in skating at forward for JV? Kind of like Liam Reed did earlier this season. Zach will likely add more overt offense. Zach has played a fair amount of forward in youth hockey. His skill level is a known quantity, so it'll be very fascinating to see, how things go for Zach at forward tonight. My suspicion is it actually goes pretty well, and we are hoping that for the Capitals. And it'll be interesting to see how prominently does Zach factor in to the Capitals' success tonight. Thankfully, the rest of the lineup is largely the same. We will note that Ben Augustine is slated the center of the line of Brody Garnis and Logan Westfold. Luke Wenzel now centering the line of Noah Eden. Oh, we're doing raffle tickets. Watching what's happening. Anyways, Luke slated to center a line of Noah Eden, and Zach West. Nice job, Kevin. Hopefully I operate better. It's like, who's the other? It's the new forward, Kevin. And here come the Capitals. Led out by Kenley Boma. We'll pan over to the Oak Leafs and discuss them here for a little bit. Oak Leafs JV team comes into tonight's matchup with a 4-5, 0-0 record. They're tied for 9th in JV standings with Mason City. If the season were to end like that, they would miss the JV Midwest League tournament, which is now slated to have 8 teams. Many of you are accustomed to it historically having 6. It has been expanded to 8. The Oak Leafs in a battle, there's still plenty of season left to go, but in a battle to be one of those 8 teams, and the tournament is at their home rink, the Recplex. Their last 3 games on November 14th against Ames didn't go as well as they'd like. They lost 5-1. But last weekend, hosting Waterloo, the results were better. They swept the Warriors with a 2-1 and 4-2 with a pair of victories. So we'll see. We'll kind of see how it plays out. The Capitals JV team has been high scoring this season. The Oak Leafs not as much. They do still have some players to watch though. Freshman Dylan Pennington, who also sees very regular ice time in varsity, is the Oak Leafs team leader in scoring with 6 points in 9 games. That's on the strength of 2 goals and 4 assists. Second in points is number 19. We'll mention that Pennington is number 18. Number 19, Mason Maddox, has 5 points in 8 games. He unfortunately is out of the lineup, so that's definitely a hit for the Oak Leafs and their quest to come out on top in this road Turkey Cup game for them. So he's first in goals for the JV Oak Leafs with 4. So again, that's a significant hit. Junior Miles Hayes, trying to see if we do see Miles out there. Number 25. He has four points in 6 games. That puts him 4th in points. Third in points is a sophomore, number 8, Joe Anderson. He has 4 goals as well in 9 games. That's why Maddox gets the little tiebreaker. 4 goals in less games. Anderson with 1 assist for 5 points. Curtis Wohl had a good weekend against the Waterloo Warriors. So we'll see if Wohl continues what may be the start of a hot streak. Wohl, a junior, and we do see Miles Hayes out there. Zach Lunders is slated to start this game in net for the Oak Leafs. He has a very strong stat line. 3 games played, 135 minutes, 1.67 goals against average, .938 save percentage, and a perfect 3-0-0 record. Does look like Dominic Strauss is slated to be the backup. That likely means that fully expect Devin Brower to be the starter for varsity. This may mean that Ryan Jobjin will be the backup goaltender for the Oak Leafs in varsity later tonight. The Capitals have plenty of high scores too. Tyler Nelson leading the league in scoring, 20 points, 11 goals, 9 assists in 10 games. Caden Opry, we did talk about, in 7 games. He had 6 goals and 12 assists, 18 points, just under 3 points a game. So the question, had Caden been healthy for this entire season, would we have been looking at a 75 to 90 point season? We possibly might have. Ryan Logan having a great season already for the Capitals. 9 goals, 6 assists in 9 games. AJ Junta, 14 points in 10 games. Junta, of course, now the center of the top line. He centers Logan and Nelson. Starters. And they mentioned the starters for the Oak Leafs. At defense, number 2, Cale Jermeyer, along with number 33, Eli Betcher. Starting forwards are number 16, Curtis Wohl, number 8, Joe Anderson, and number 25, Miles Hayes. Starters for the Capitals. Defense, number 5, Jackson Carter. Alongside him, number 9, Luke Behrens. Starting at left wing, number 15, Ryan Logan. At right wing, number 3, Taylor Nelson. Starting center, number 21, AJ Junta. The officials for tonight's matchup: Linesmen are Jeff Parker and Brett Swanson. The referee is Troy Dubé. Dubé ready to drop the puck, and we are underway here from Buck Arena. Anderson with the puck, sends it in, directed away by Boma. Johnson, oh, hard hit. Right back up, hard hit by Joe Anderson. Jackson Carter absorbs the hit, still has the puck. Cuts back away from Anderson, sends it up along the boards up towards Logan. Stripped of the puck by Hayes. Hayes will wrap it around the boards. Luke Behrens will tip it. Pass moved up to Logan in the neutral zone. Logan send in, comes off the end boards and is covered by Lunders. Zach Lunders with Luke Behrens approaching. Luke Behrens is off to a very strong start this season. He has 9 points in 10 games. Shot by Eden wide. But Behrens in a position to potentially outscore the production that Adam Way put up last season at the JV level for the Capitals, when Way finished second in all of JV in scoring amongst defensemen. Puck sent in by Grant Stott. Stopped by Gabe Sin. Sin over to Augustine. Pass back across towards Sin. Pressured by Stott. Eden gets the puck. Pass forward up to Zach West. West fanned on the initial shot. Send it in softly. Wrap puck. Stopped initially by Ben Augustine. Puck chipped up towards the blue line. Ruled that the Capitals were offside. They'll have to tag back up. Pass moved towards the corner, now up towards Boston Burns, kept in at the blue line by Braden Hicklin. Leafs will flip the puck out. Burns gets to it, chips it, stopped by Glovic. Now it's picked up by Augustine, Ben Augustine into the attack zone. Oh, big check in the corner. Oakleys have come out playing very physical. Check was laid down by Burns. Boston Burns, the cousin to the Capitals, Caden Opp. Pass by Carter up toward Logan. Logan hounded, pass it over to Nelson. Nelson shot directed away by number 20, Wilder Davey. Well, Carter sends it in. Takes a hit from Barrett Shizzle, the younger brother of senior Oakleaf Anderson Shizzle. Puck sent in on Lunders, covered. Anderson is one of the bigger players in the Midwest League at 6'2", 240 pounds. Played football, varsity football for Johnson High School, as the Dragons nearly made the semifinals up at the Unidome, but ended up losing in the quarterfinals. Luke Behrens lays down a hit. Knocking over Miles Hayes. Capitals cleared out. Stop. By number 4, Maddox Lynch. Sent back in. Capitals on the forecheck. Wrap puck, blocked by Wenzel. Oakleys get it back, move it up towards Lynch. Lynch tries clearing it. Cale Jermeyer back to the puck. Checked by Eden. Wenzel gets to it, chips it to the corner. Plays the body on number 7, Tucker Lindsay. Captain at the point by Sin. Dish to Wenzel. Wenzel has his stick lifted. Good defensive effort by Hayes. West and Augustine on the back check. Body of Miles Hayes, who gets taken down. Drake Lynch passes over to Raiden Simpson. Simpson sends it down low towards Wold. Rolling puck will get picked up by Augustine. Augustine passes towards the wing to Eden. One-touch pass. Intercepted. Picked off by Joe Anderson. Now Will Lunders battling to try to keep the puck in for the Leafs. Just to Anderson. Anderson shot blocked. Second shot wide. West trying to get the puck out. Kept in by Lynch. Will Lunders shot well over the net, up into the glass in front of the Pirates Cove here at Buck Arena. Faceoff will come out to the neutral zone. Ben Augustine out there with Logan Westfold and Brody Garnis facing off. Faceoff was won by, that was Mason Reuter, number 21 for the Oak Leafs. Lunders with the flip in, it goes in on net, no icing. Boma forced to cover the puck. Freezing play at the 4:39 mark. Oak Leafs have come out playing as physical of a game as the JV Capitals have faced this year. This is where, like, the pace, as Hudson Bird had the puck poked away at the face-off, the pace of this game at JV, as Grant Stott shot deflected wide, will rival varsity games. Loose up front, huge save by Boma! Point blank opportunity, shot from the point by Davey, saved. That was Mason Reuter with the shot down low. Brody Garnis with the send-in. Batcher gets to the puck, checked by Augustine. Puck poked away by Logan. Augustine will get to it. Pass up towards the point to Carter. Carter shot through traffic, save, rebound pops up, jammed in, still loose up front, jammed in again by Nelson, and it's covered. Ensuing faceoff will happen at the 5:22 mark. First line of Junta, Nelson, and Logan are out. First deep pair of Carter and Behrens as well. Junta with the puck, wraps it around the boards. Betcher will get to it, wraps up towards Behrens, makes its way out. Carter gets to the puck first. Leafs were hard on the forecheck. It was Ben Sexton on the forecheck. Behrens will get to the dump puck. Moves it up along the left wing. Hayes will get to it. Junta chips it. Carter moves the puck up along the wall to Logan. Now Sexton into the offensive zone for the Oak Leafs. Shot, glove save by Boma. Face-off will come at the 6:14 mark. Face-off won by the Capitals. Same quickly pressured. Maddox Lynch battling down low for the Oak Leafs. With Sin also joined, I think, by his brother Drake. Wrap puck comes up to Jermeyer. Jermeyer shot off the end boards. Lynch centers out front. Hard pass back to Jermeyer. Quick shot up front, point blank save! Puck is still loose. Covered by Boma. Kenley Boma, the star of this game early, has had 3 huge saves in just these first 6 minutes and 47 seconds. Lunder's shot, glove down. Anderson shot blocked. Westfold poked the puck away. Garnis in on the forecheck. Lovick unable to keep the puck in. Augustine on the back check. Plays the body. That's going to allow Brett Augustine to get to the puck. A little bit of leg-on-leg contact. Brett's okay. Puck sent towards Boma, deflected by Glovic. Stick towards the corner by Boma. Westfold unable to get the puck out. Sent right back in by the Leafs. Lunder's pinching in from the point. Will get the puck. Centering attempt. Ooh, puck hit something because it started bouncing. The puck off of Lunder's stick looked crisp, but then once it got close to the hash marks, it started a little before the hash marks, started bouncing wildly. Nelson upended Miles Hayes, no penalty. A little bit of leg-on-leg contact. Lunder's pass across, a little bit off the mark. Glovic knocks it into the neutral zone. Raiden Simpson with it, passes it over to Lunders. Lunders works his way around Junta, continues to skate it in. Cuts wide, sharp angle shot goes through the crease. Shot from just above the top of the faceoff circle, blocked. Captain's unable to clear it. Curtis Wolt tripped up, no penalty. Detective Bay is going to largely let them play tonight unless it's something really egregious. Junta long pass up towards Logan. Puck did not land flat, couldn't control it. Eli Betcher with the puck. Logan plays the body, Wenzel gets to it. Puck jammed it before the blue line. Wenzel emerges with it, dishes it to West. West pass over to Luke Behrens. Behrens pass up to Eden. Eden shot blocked. Now Behrens towards the net. Shot pad saved by Lunders. Second shot saved by Lunders. West with the keep in. Sends one towards the net. Puck is covered by Zach Lunders. Freezing play with 5:55 left in this opening period. Off the face-off. Betcher moves the puck. Picked off, though, by West. West quickly engaged behind the Leafs nets. Centering attempt blocked. West gets the puck back along the half wall. Fakes a pass. Sends one towards the corner. Brett Augustine pinching in. West takes his place at the point. Wenzel shot. Save! Rebound pops up. Carter gets to it. His blast got blocked and went into the neutral zone. West circles back. Passes over to Augustine. Augustine gets to the red line. Banks it off the glass and in. Jermeyer will get to it. Passes over to Davey. Short pass up to the left wing. Pass towards the center. Initially tipped by Augustine. Couldn't control it. Caps had a tag back up. A dump in. Before going offside. Chip off the glass. Towards Drake Lynch. Number 22, Lynch. Sends one off the partition. It's going to come out to the neutral zone to Luke Behrens. Behrens send in, hit Lynch. Picked up by the Leafs nonetheless. Oh, nice job on the forecheck by Augustine. Pass across. Oh, just missed Behrens. Garnish passes towards Westfold. Puck sent in on the backhand by Mason Reuter. Attempted clear by Carter. Blocked. Carter playing the body. Passes Augustine down low. Shot deflected to the side of the net. Leads up to the point. Shot blocked out front. Cleared out by Westfold. Jermeyer quickly back to the puck for the Leafs. Dishes to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Jermeyer. Jermeyer sends an off-foot shot towards the net. Directed away. Blocker side by Boma. Ended up getting the shaft. In short pass over to Logan. Logan feeds it up to Junta. Junta over to Nelson. Nelson clean lane. Shot wide. Reuter will get to it. So up to the neutral zone. Hickland reaching for it. Can't control it. Catches an edge. Shot from a distance. Goes wide. Capitals dodge a bullet there. Nelson will settle things. Quick pass up to Junta in the faceoff circle. Pass towards center. A little too far for Logan. Icing waved off though. Raiden Simpson will get to it. Passes around to the left side to Wool. Curtis Wool. Now pass toward Lindsay. Bounces over his blade. Wool will get to it. Reverses back around the opposite direction to Simpson. Simpson's pass intercepted by Eden. Noah Eden. Shot. Saved by Lunders. Nice read by Noah Eden coming off the bench to pick off that pass. Face off with 3:13 left in the first. Still knotted in a scoreless tie. Wenzel will face off against Drake Lynch. Face off one over to the right side by the Leafs. Now wrapped onto the left wing boards. Will Lunders, toe drag, pass over towards Woll. Woll gets to the puck, centers, tipped, save! Drake Lynch with the tip. Zach West with the puck for the Capitals now, works his way around Woll. Short pass forward to Noah Eden. Puck jammed at, now knocked out to the neutral zone. Wenzel with it. Quick pass across to Behrens. Behrens crosses the red line. Flips it in towards the net. Simpson with the puck. Behrens continues on the forecheck. Wenzel will get a loose puck. Board pass. Poked down low by Behrens using his significant reach. Back behind the net towards Simpson. Simpson sends it along the board. Oh, takes a strange bounce. Augustine on the forecheck, disrupting the attempted breakout. Ben Augustine keeps it in. Shot towards the net. Stopped, covered by Lunders. So the Gebruder Augustine combining to help keep that puck in and generating an offensive zone faceoff with 2:08 left. Augustine on the draw. Faceoff won back by Mason Reuter. Garnis plays the body in the corner. That back around over towards Sexton. Sexton mishandled. Attempted pass down low by Glove. It got picked off. Leafs cleared to the neutral zone. Puck sent back in by Jackson Carter. Betcher gets to it. Passes over to his D partner. Nice job by Westfold to break that up. Augustine with the poke. Betcher back for it. Quickly hounded by Nelson. Augustine and Nelson both end up going for the same puck and kind of cancel each other out, unfortunately. Leafs into the attack zone. Mason Reuter got taken down by the poke check of Glovic. Wilder Davies shot blocked by Nelson. Nelson one-on-one against Betcher. Tries putting it through him. Cleared. Kept it at the point. In on Lunders. And he covers with 59.5 seconds left in this opening period. The period started heavily in favor, momentum heavily in the favor of the Leafs. The Capitals have been clawing it back as the first period has gone on. Leafs came out playing a very physical game, but the Capitals seem to have withstood that early flurry. Hicklin battling to try to keep the puck in. Junta with the stop at the blue line, skates it in. Shot from a distance, blockered by Lunders into the corner. Junta absorbs the check on the rebound, puck still loose. West comes off the bench, tries to lay the body down, Leafs still send it in. Boma sticks it towards the end boards. Pass up towards the point towards Lindsay. Lindsay shot off the skate of Junta into the corner. Centering attempt again. Picked off by Junta. Junta clears it off the glass. High and out. Jermeyer back for it. West in on the forecheck. 14 seconds left in the period. Pass over towards Lindsay. Stopped by Wenzel. Lindsay back for it. Pass over to Jermeyer. Attempted clear. Kept it at the point. Augustine shot towards the net. Glove saved by Lunders with 1.1 second left in the period. We'll have time, enough time for the drop of the puck and a Tyler Toffoli shot. Would love to see the Capitals put Noah Eden on the right side instead of West for a one-timer to try to win it over, but so be it. Puck goes in towards the corner, and that does it. In the first period, we are knotted in a scoreless tie after 15 minutes of play here from Buck Arena. And only a brief intermission for JV, so we'll have about 2 minutes. We'll take the time to thank our second period presenting sponsors. during the only resurface intermission here for the JV game. So we're interested to see how momentum continues coming out of this intermission. As we mentioned, the Oak Leafs came out playing a hard physical game, had some point-blank opportunities early, but Kenley Boma made a series of big saves to keep this scoreless. Capitals have yet to have a dangerous opportunity on Lunders. Crowd is really starting to file in. The linesmen are still gathered in front of the Capitals bench with the door open. I'm not sure. Now the Oak Leafs are making their way back to the bench also, so I'm not sure. And they're having to do some repair here to the dasher boards here at Buck Arena real quick. That's a new M&J cleaning board ad this season, too. So we are under a little bit of a delay here from Buck Arena. Keep the clear plexiglass that goes over to the board ad. Looks like they're having to fix that a little bit. See if the officials are content with that. It appears that they are, so I think we'll be ready to go. All right, Troy Dubé ready to drop the puck again for the second period. Junta on the draw. Leafs will get it. Anderson bodied off the puck by Junta. Behrens with the backhand send in, blockered away by Lunders. Aiden Simpson pass it over to Will Lunders. Will and Zach are brothers. Will the defenseman, Zach the goaltender. We assume that we will see Will Lunders in the varsity game later. Clearing attempt. Blocked. Roll bodied by Behrens. Lunders gets it back. Chips it into the neutral zone. This puck will probably lose enough. Yep, icing waved off. Augustine back for it. Lunders in on the forecheck. Augustine cuts away from him. Towards center. Turnover. Shot. Anderson can't save. Kicked out far enough. Nelson chips it up to Logan in the neutral zone. Logan has nobody with him. Fighting a rolling puck. Shot over the net. Logan having to try to settle that rolling puck before shooting it. Wasn't fully able to do so. Ryan Logan doesn't typically miss the net by that much. Woll with the send in. Leafs Go for a line change. Long pass up to Zach West. West loses the handle, ends up a drop pass to Wenzel. Wenzel, shot, save! Capitals' best opportunity so far tonight.
They're going to come wide there. That's delicious.
Face off at the 120 mark of the second. Breakout pass up towards Stott. Grant Stott cuts towards the left wing. Gets to the blue line, dumps it in. Glovic with the shoulder check, checking to see who he's got with him. Kept it to the point by Betcher. Betcher ended up flubbing that shot. Hudson Bird will get the puck, send it down low. Mason Reuter with it for the Leafs. Shot. Save! Now to the opposite side, Reuter has it poked away by Wenzel. Carter will get to the puck, passes up to West. West ships it up towards the blue line, kept in. Now it's knocked out. Wenzel gets to it. Wenzel shot off the stick of Betcher, hanging out of play. West was driving the net. Would have been there for any sort of rebound opportunity or even a pass, but Wenzel going for the shot. A good stick by Eli Betch. Face-off stays in the attack zone for the Capitals. 2:05 into the second. Ben Augustine on the draw. One back by the Leafs to Jermier. Pass across to Sexton, who reaches back, gets the puck, fed forward. Miles Hayes almost got it. Well, he did get in behind the defense, but the pass was too far forward, and it went for icing. So, Capitals defense will need to keep their head on a swivel. Another face-off win. Back to Jermier.
I mean, look at this.
If I said Jermier earlier in the last face-off, that was a mispronunciation. Jermier pass up towards Sexton. Good read by Brett Augustine. Cody Garnish tried controlling the puck, not able to maintain possession. Augustine on the back check, plays the body. Sexton will get the puck for the Leafs. Sexton ends it to net, towards the net, wraps up towards Jermier. Jermier towards the net, deflected, sharp angle shot, save! Now Sexton with the shot. Off the glass, out to the neutral zone to Jermier. Jermier fires it right back in. Leafs have to tag up. They do so. Barons with the puck. Pass intercepted at center ice. Lunders cutting his way through the Capitals as it poked by Westfold. Shot towards the net, directed away by Boma. Drake Lynch will get to it, chips it towards the end boards. Barons will get the puck, passes up to the left wing to Nelson, who couldn't control it. Jermier trying to settle the rolling puck. Augustine steps up to play the body on Lynch. Maddox Lynch centers. Maddox and Drake are twin brothers. Junta passes it forward to Nelson. Nelson tried feeding it back across to Junta, but it was picked off by Jermier. No pass to Wool. Wool wraps it back around towards the opposite corner where Lunders will get it. Tapping up the point by Carter. Carter shot wide. Wool gets to it. Hard board pass over towards Jermier. A little bit out of his reach though. Logan gets it. His shot went wide. Nelson tried deflecting it out of midair. Get it out to the neutral zone where Carter will get it. Sends it right back in. Capitals on a line change. Good poke check on the forward check by West. West, pass up front. Shot! Score! Noah hit it from Zach West! And the Capitals have the lead! You can see the Capitals rally towels. Noah Eden scores at 4:22 of the second. Great forward check by Zach West. Managed to get the centering pass through. Noah Eden scores it. Face-off one back by Wenzel. Up to Eden. Eden quickly hounded. Sexton will get the puck for the Leafs. Eden stops it at the blue line. Oh, puck's loose, and it's buried by Boston Burns. Capitals can't get control of the puck, and Boston Burns scores. Puck ended up just pinballing slowly on its way to the net, ended up loose. Burns puts the Leafs on the board just that quickly at the 4:48 mark. That is Burns' first goal of the season, and what a time to get it. Point to the sky on that one to his late father, Brandon. Undoubtedly with us here in spirit. Wool shot directed away by Boma. Mason Reuter and Wilder Davey with the assists on Burns' goal. Tyler Nelson with it. He has Logan with him. Dishes to Logan. Shot. Save. Rebound out front. Loose. Jammed up by Nelson. Second shot saved by Lunders. Key stop by Zach Lunders at the 5:27 mark. Capitals respond to the wonky goal against. Battle for the puck off the draw, picked up by Will Lunders. Sent back to Lunders by Wool. Pass back towards Wool. Bodied off the puck. Going to get picked up by Drake Lynch. Lynch up towards Anderson. Barons will get to it first. Towards the corner. Wool will get it. Cycles it back towards the end boards. Barron sweeps the puck to get kept in by Simpson. Quickly across to Lunders. Lunders skating in. Shot. Diving deflection by Braden Hicklin sends it out of play. Glovic and Carter come off the bench. Nope. Replace Barons and Hicklin. Ben Augustine on the faceoff against Mason Reuter. Faceoff won by the Leafs. Quick shot score. Braden Simpson scores it. Point shot got through. Puck ramped up off the stick of Boma. It'll be Simpson from Reuter. And the Oak Leafs are now up 2-1 at the 6:04 mark. Off the face-off, Simpson wraps it over to Lunders. That was Braden Simpson's first goal as an Oak Leaf. And they did get the assist to Reuter. Lunders pokes the puck away from West. Lunders skates it in. Taken down by Barons. Wenzel will get the puck from behind the Capitals net. Skates it into the neutral zone. He has West with him. Centered. West in too close. Face the pass a little too far behind. Hayes centers. Puck goes just wide. Pass out to Lynch. Lynch shot save. Rebounds out front. Skidded out of harm's way by Glovic. Glovic taken off the puck by the back check of Maddox Lynch. Out to Carter. Carter's pass blocked. Logan fights through checks, but Tyler Nelson was offside. We have a penalty. Looked like hooking on Maddox Lynch at the 7:24 mark. Capitals onto the Jan Stambro Real Estate with Lynch in the Laser Graphics and Sign sin bin. Carter sends a pass down towards Nelson, who has it poked away. Carter skating in, pass down low. Augustine out to Junta. Junta towards the net, blocked and cleared by the Leafs. Como leaves the puck for Sexton. Sorry, for Junta. Sexton on the forecheck. Pass by Junta, intercepted by Sexton. Sexton skates it in. Wraps the puck. Logan in place to get to it. Sends a rolling puck up towards Ben Augustine. Augustine still fighting that puck. Settles it. Shot blocked by Jeremiah. Augustine gets to it. Shifts it up towards Nelson. Nelson shot towards the net. Hits Logan. Clearing attempt. Played with a high stick. And the face-off's going to come. High stick in the offensive zone results in a defensive zone face-off, so the puck's going to come all the way down. So 1:04 left on the penalty to Maddox Lynch. 6:39 left in the period. Capitals down 2-1, so it'll be a big face-off. Capitals still need a player. This is where I'm going to have to say it. Bench management needs to be a little bit better. Capitals with the puck off the draw. Barons passes it into the skates of Eden. Eden still with the puck, though. Eden looking to drive wide on Wolf. Pass back, intercepted. Wenzel shot, blocker save by Lunders. Clearing attempt, glove down by Augustine. Augustine passes to Wenzel. Wenzel sends it down low. West gets to it. Sends a puck up along the boards. Barons pass to Wenzel. Up to the point to Barons. Back to Wenzel in the face-off circle. Shot, save, no rebound. .25 seconds left on the power play for the Capitals. Nelson on the draw. Out there with Augustine and Logan. Brett Augustine also out there with Junta. Pass back to Junta off the face-off. Pass down low. Got tipped and went behind Logan. Logan bodied by Simpson. Nelson's pass intercepted. And it's cleared by the Leafs. Augustine back for the puck. Penalty to Lynch has expired. Capitals failed to score on the power play. Don't really get any, maybe one good opportunity, but not the absence of Caden Opp on the power play was definitely felt there. Hudson Bird through traffic, fans on the shot, puck still loose, still poked at weakly. That's where you can't play at the edge of your stick. You have to skate through those loose pucks. Nelson shot over the nets. Developing situation, Stott overskates the puck. Puck in the skates of Wenzel. Wenzel nearly caught an edge again. Hopefully he doesn't have a skate issue. Capitals with the clear. Simpson get the puck back. Dumps it in at the red line. Carter gets to it. Puts it up along the boards. Out to Eden. Eden skates it in. Dishes out. Kick out pass to West. West shot. Save! And it got deflected out of play. Face off with 4:21 left in the second period. Betcher will get the puck. His wrap's going to get picked off by West, though. West pinned to the boards by Wilder Davey. Wenzel trying to fish the puck out. West took it away briefly from Reuter. Reuter will get it back, sends it towards Curtis Wohl. Wohl's pass will come up, picked up by Eden. Eden shot deflected, high and out of play. Face-off will remain in the offensive zone for the Capitals. Westfold, Garnis, and Augustine. Ben Augustine will come out. Hicklin and Behrens remain out at defense. Augustine will face off against Drake Lynch. Westfold pass is a little too soft for Hicklin. Hicklin sends it down to the corner. Board pass back to Westfold. Westfold shot save, no rebound. Gabe Sin and Brett Augustine will come out now at defense, replacing Hicklin and Behrens. Augustine again on the draw. Another face-off win for the Capitals. Pass up to Sin. Sin, shot blocked. Booted by Augustine over to Westfold. Westfold pass towards Garnis. Poke forward up towards Augustine. Augustine will send the puck in. Davey gets to it. Pass deflected. Stopped at the blue line. And Capitals ruled offside. Junta on the draw against Hayes. Leafs win the ensuing face-off. Pass up towards Sexton. Engaged by Augustine. Hayes will skate it in. Sends it towards the end boards. Sin gets to it. Taken out. Penalty upcoming. Capitals will go on to the power play as Gabe Sin was tripped up. And it looks like it's Boston Burns. He's been assessed the tripping penalty. Burns into the laser graphics and signs Sinbin. There's the Tint World penalty box as well. Penalty to Burns assessed at the 11:55 mark. Capitals onto a Jen Stambro real estate power play and a prime opportunity to draw back even. Hard pass back towards the point, capped in by Junta. Pass down low to Nelson. Augustine back to Junta at the point. Switches with Carter. Pass towards Carter. Towards the net. Rebound out front! Tempted clear. Kept in by Carter. Carter wraps it towards the corner. Junta with the keep in. Puck pops up towards the slot and is cleared out. Rolling puck. Bowman's got to play it. Carter pass out of the reach of Augustine. Junta's stick gets stuck in the boards in the corner. Pass up to Logan. Logan feeds it forward to Augustine. Augustine quickly hounded. Leafs get the puck. Lynch skating in. Pass across. Quick shot. Save. Logan picks up the rebound. Capitals puck movement on this power play has been absolutely atrocious. Nelson passes across toward Wenzel. Wenzel skates it in. Wenzel checked in the corner, still at the puck. Tries to move it up along the boards. West with it. Shot. Deflected wide. Jeremiah will get to it. Wrap. And cleared. 20 seconds left on the power play. Maybe time for one more rush. Behrens gets to the puck. Oh, turnover right to Bird. Fired. Blockered away. Again, the Capitals have been so sloppy with their puck movement this game. Oakley's back at full strength. Eden centers. Backhander shot saved by Lunders. It's still loose. Out to Augustine. Augustine's backhander blocked. Grant Stott with the puck for the Leafs. Sends it in on net. Boma pokes it forward to West. West down the left wing wall. Skates it in. 37 seconds left in the period. Shot towards the net. Saved by Lunders. Junta on the faceoff against Reuter. Pass up to Glovic at the point. Off the end boards, out of the reach of Nelson. Carter gives it to Nelson. Nelson bodied off the puck. Pass back towards the corner. Centered, blocked by Junta. Up to Nelson, shot wide. Glovic pinching in. Puck's jammed up along the half boards though. Junta comes away with it, trying to fight through checks. Absorbs another check. And buzzer sounds. So after 2 periods of play, the Capitals are down 2-1. Puck movement by the Capitals has been quite poor. We want to take some time now to thank our second period presenting sponsors. Starting with Matt Reed Country Financial. Matt has been helping families with their insurance and investment needs since 2005. His agency offers industry-leading products for your auto, home, business, and life insurance needs. Matt's team also helps with financial planning because protection and planning go hand in hand. Contact Matt's team at 515-251-8891 to schedule your insurance and financial review. Want to send some kudos towards Kading Property Management for their support this season. Kading Property Management provides comfortable, safe, and affordable housing to its residents, as well as having a positive impact in their surrounding neighborhoods. Kading's communities are conveniently located throughout central Iowa, and they're continually adding new and exciting communities to their portfolio. Through their extensive understanding of development and residential property management, their team of dedicated professionals is able to provide the living experience you're looking for. As Kading says, let us make our home your home. We also want to thank Laser Graphics and Signs, who made tonight's rally towels possible. Maybe show those during the intermission at some juncture. Laser Graphics and Signs is committed to helping you bring your big ideas to life through custom graphics and signs. Their talented team works with you throughout the entire process to design, print, and install big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results. Learn more at laser.com. That's LASHIER.com. They also have a banner in front of the opposing team's penalty box, which we call the Laser Graphics and Signs Sin Bin. We also want to thank Letterman Locker, who, with Laser Graphics and Sign, made the rally towels for tonight's game possible. Hope if you're watching this later and you're here in person, hope you got one if you're a Capitals fan. Letterman Locker is your one-stop shop for high-quality hockey gear, team apparel, and community apparel. And you can buy Capitals merchandise anytime at LettermanLocker.com. In addition to being the Capitals' permanent online shop, It's also your source for merchandise for the Des Moines Junior Bucks, the Des Moines Lady Wild, the Griffins, the Knights, the Pirates, the Raptors, the Scorpions, the Titans, the Thunder, and the Vipers, and some team called the Des Moines Oak Leafs. Our opponent tonight. Show your team pride and visit LettermanLocker.com today. And then we also want to thank, if you like tonight's Turkey Cup jerseys, and why would you not, those are donated by RG Source for Hockey. RG Source for Hockey goes above and beyond to help each hockey player find the products that best meet their unique needs. If you're on the road, you can find RG Source for Hockey locations in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Romeoville, Illinois. You can find them 24/7 online at rghockey.com. RG Source for Hockey, we fit your game. All right, we'll take a short break here from Buck Arena and be back for the drop of the puck for the third period. This is Kevin Way, your voice for the Capitals. You're watching the Capitals on YouTube. And we rejoin you here from Buck Arena with the Capitals down 2-1 after 2 periods of play for this JV game of the 2025 Turkey Cup. We want to continue thanking our sponsors, starting with Joe Gaiman Shelter Insurance. As your shelter insurance agent, Joe can help you make sure you get the right coverage at the right price while providing the quality service you expect. Feel free to give Joe a call or text at 515-276-0011 to discuss your insurance options today. Again, that's Joseph Gaiman Shelter Insurance. We also want to thank Strategic America for their support this 2025-26 campaign. Strategic America is an independent, full-service marketing and advertising agency dedicated to guiding brands through critical periods of growth and evolution. To learn more about their expansive marketing and advertising services, head to strategicamerica.com. Thanks are also in order to Synergy Homes. For nearly 20 years, the team at Synergy Homes has been building the dreams of Central Iowa homeowners. If you have a custom home or renovation project coming up, connect with Synergy Homes and schedule a consultation. To learn more or to just move forward and schedule that consultation, head to synergyhomesiowa.com or give them a call at 515-480-8087. Synergy Homes, exceptionally built homes. The plumbing bill I got earlier today would probably been prevented had my house been built back in 2010 by Synergy Homes, but alas. Want to give a flex to Sacred Physique's bodybuilding company as well. Just like the Capitals, the Sacred Physique's motto is simple: dig deep, no excuses. They bring that same championship mindset to the gym. Whether you're an athlete seeking an edge or someone ready to transform their body, Sacred Physique's personal training programs are designed to push your limits and deliver results. For more information on how Sacred Physiques can help you reach your goals, contact Kyle Sacre at sacre.fitness@gmail.com. That's spelled SACRE.fitness@gmail.com. Strength is sacred, so is the journey. And then we also want to thank the Des Moines Buccaneers. The Des Moines Buccaneers, the heartbeat of hockey in Iowa. Since 1980, the Bucs have developed top talent and inspired the best fans in the USHL. With 46 alumni, and more than that now, having reached the NHL, including current NHLers Mario Ferraro, AJ Greer, Michael Kesselring, Alex Laferriere, Jeff Petrie, and Nick Seeler, the Bucs' impact is felt far and wide. But no matter how far they go, their hearts stay right here in the 515. Hockey's alive in the 515. For tickets, visit buckshockey.com. Bucs are doing pretty good this season. Saw some USHL power rankings that still had Des Moines, for reasons that are unclear to me, ranked 11th in the power rankings in the USHL out of 16 teams. So I'm like, what? It's like, apparently they think the entire Western Conference is subpar. Well, we shall see. Yeah, you can catch the Bucs in action at the Recplex. BucksHockey.com for the schedule. To get tickets. Blake Zielinski's making some of the scouting, some of the lists for the 2026 NHL entry draft. Making some top 64 lists here lately. So it's looking highly, highly probable that Des Moines' Blake Zielinski will be drafted in the summer of 2026. We'll see, depending on how the rest of the season goes. Is it in the second round, third round? In the end, it doesn't matter dramatically. Just getting drafted is only the first step. It's what you do afterwards. But Capitals have had draft picks, NHL draft picks for years and years and years. And Blake Zielinski looks to be the next. There are a couple other Buccaneers that are kind of on Central Scouting Bureau's, Central Scouting Services watch list. Central Scouting Service is the scouting service of the NHL, so you see their rankings during the season. And then before the draft, they'll release the North American Skaters rankings, and that's well over 200 players. They'll release the European Skater draft rankings, which generally goes to about 120 to 150 skaters playing in Europe, and sometimes even it's not impossible that we could see one from Asia. There's no one from, and when I say Asia, I don't mean Russia. You'll see plenty of them, but it could conceptually include a player from, say, Japan or Korea. Haven't been any lately, but over history, there have been one or two here or there that do show up. And then they also have the separate North American goaltender rankings. Usually that's about 30 goalies from North America. And then the European goaltenders, that kind of is more around like 15. Depending on the crop, it can be even up to 20 or so goalies from Europe. I've seen a little more than that as well, but usually not too far beyond that. Although it's very regular during the NHL draft to see a goalie or two out of Europe, including Russia, who was selected, who like it was on none of the public scouting lists, and it's like, oh, Yaro Korostelyov's been drafted by the Sharks. Okay. We'll get the graphic updated here to reflect that we're about to start the third. The officials have made their way out. Well, the Capitals have 15 minutes to at least draw even, if not pull ahead. As we saw last week, or were reminded last week, there is no overtime in JV. It just goes directly to a shootout. Capitals went to the shootout in both of their games on the road just a few days ago. And Fremont winning on Saturday 5-4, but losing on Sunday 4-3. Hopefully, so far the Capitals' puck movement, whether it's at even strength or full strength, has not been good. And so that's definitely something we hope the Capitals improve upon. Again, the absence of Caden Opp is definitely felt. Hopefully the Capitals can overcome that. Turkey Cup games are something that you just don't get playing levels such as AAA, where you end up with like the whole community. It's kind of the pressure of a game this big. Yes, there are important games in AAA, but it's just not the same. It's somewhat similar to like the big high school games you get in Minnesota to say absolutely nothing of the games at the state tournament in Minnesota. That's something that you only experience if you either make the state tournament in Minnesota or play in the NHL someday. And that's about the only times you'll ever get a crowd that big. But already for this JV game, we have a good number of fans, and there'll be even more for varsity. We're back underway here for the third. Face-up won by the Capitals. Here's the pass by Nelson back to Brett Augustine. Augustine skates it in and is offside. Just when things are about to look to be positive, small mistake by the Capitals here. Junta on the draw against Miles Hayes. Out of the puck. Logan moves it over to Behrens. Behrens chips it forward towards Nelson, but it's initially picked off by Lunders. Capitals with the dump in. Hard pass towards the right wing, picked off. Nelson sends a backhander that deflects off bodies and goes wide. Jermeyer gets to it. Had the puck rolling him before he could flip it out of the zone. Augustine's crisp shot block. Behrens shot. Deflect. Blocked away by Lunders. Zach Lunders, the goaltender. That shot did get on the net. Pass across, picked off by Will Lunders. Lunders through the neutral zone. Angled towards the boards. Curtis Wool will send it down low. Noah Eden going for the puck. Quick pass towards Brett Augustine. Eden couldn't get it through, and Curtis Wool dumped it right back in. Wool, centering attempt. Goes through the low slot and top of the crease. Eden pushes the puck towards West. West shot from a distance, blockered away by Lunders. I can make sure I'm very precise with the language with both Lunders a defenseman and Lunders a goaltender, so it's not confused as to whether the shot got through or not. Carter's clearing attempt. Glove down. Capitals will try to break out again. West passes it up to Eden. Eden evades Sexton. Has it poked away by Reuter. Good job by West. West centering attempt blocked back towards Eden. Couldn't get a shot off. Cleared by the Oak Leafs, and it'll go for icing. 2:02 having elapsed here in the third. Ben Augustine on the draw. Augustine pitchforked, no penalty. Tucker Lindsay with the puck. Pass it over to the corner. With the breakout. Puck poked forward, developing 2-on-1. Shot saved by Boma. Zinn battling to the corner against Anderson. Brody Garnish with the puck. Garnish fighting off the back check of Boston Burns. Puck with the Zinn. Shot to traffic save. Westfold with the moving screen, but Lunders managed to get in front of it. Garnish loses his stick. Pass out towards Sexton. Sexton trying to drive wide on Sin. Well, Capitals can't handle it. Get it back. Nelson, and we have... Oh, yeah. Capitals have too much man. Capitals are going to get a too many men penalty, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Bench minor assessed to the Capitals at the 2:58 mark. Logan Westfold was going to, one of the players on the ice has to serve the penalty. Logan Westfold will serve his penalty. So Westfold into the Tint World penalty box at the 2:58 mark. Capitals on to a Jen Stanbro real estate penalty kill, and this is a vital penalty kill, but the Capitals are going to stay in this one. 2-goal lead's not insurmountable, but it is very difficult, and you know that the Leafs are going to total shutdown mode. Pass to Lunders. Lunders, this pass deflected off the blade of Hayes, but dumped in by Anderson. Rat puck stopped by Lunders at the point. Pass across, shot from a distance. Boma got a piece of it and deflected it up and out of play. Face off with 27 seconds having elapsed on the penalty. The bench minor being served by Westfold. One back, cleared off the glass and out. Good clear by Jensen Glovic. Pass to the left wing to Lunders. Lunders speeds into the neutral zone. Rounds the Capitals' nets. Shot blocked by Junta. Lunders dishes over to Jermeyer. Jermeyer shot from a distance, hit the side of the net, nearly snuck that one in. I'd definitely like to see the Capitals penalty kill go a little harder from place to place. Jermeyer shot, sliding blocked by Junta, poked by Logan. Logan trying to fight through. Lunders will get the puck. pass, center attempt. One-timer, fan, Hayes, centers, puck loose, shot, wide! Joe Anderson had the Capitals dead to rights. He just ended up missing the net. Barons pokes it away. Oh, Ben Augustine would have been in for a prime opportunity. Another poke by Nelson. Puck passed up to Nelson. Nelson shot from a distance, blockered by Lunders. Capitals back at full strength. PK wasn't always pretty, but it did get the job done. Oh, behind the play, Augustine was taken down. Shot saved. Puck is loose up front. Second shot saved. Boma's rebound controls. Not been the best, not been his best tonight. Started out quite good, but don't know if the Leafs are just sending in some weird shots. He has been pretty screened, and that can lead toward late save selections, which can lead to interesting rebounds. And so that's one thing that the Capitals could definitely do, is make sure that they aren't allowing Bowman to be screened, and then don't also necessarily collapse in so much on your own goaltender to where you're screening them yourself. Puck comes out towards Hicklin, who nearly had it poked away at the blue line. Barons trying to fight through traffic. Hayes passes back to the defense. Oh, picked up by Eden. Eden towards the net. Bit of a hook, no penalty though. Again, we mentioned early that Troy Dubé largely letting things go. It's going to have to be pretty egregious to get a penalty. And it's been consistent all night. Augustine evades the forechecker. Skates it through the neutral zone. He has West driving the net. Pass towards West. West, spin shot, just wide. Scene will get it at the point. Sends it back down low. Logan will get to it. Tip towards himself. Wenzel passes up to the point to Augustine. Augustine shot. Tipped. Wide into the corner. Ryan Logan getting a piece of that. Zach West will get it. West pass across. Looking for a one-timer to Wenzel, but it does not connect. Augustine prevents Lunders from getting the puck around him and skating in unopposed. That puck, Capitals fans looking for another hook against Logan. Centering attempt by Nelson leaves the zone. Oh, that's the Oak Leafs fans, and they're rightfully displeased because it was the Capitals' Tyler Nelson who made the pass towards the point that left the zone. It should not be an icing against the Oak Leafs. This faceoff may move towards center. Troy Dubé now talking to Oak Leafs head coach Scott Long. Yeah, I think faceoff is coming out towards center. They're explaining it now to the Capitals coaching staff. And when you have an error on an icing call like this, moving it to center is the right thing to do. It's what you're taught to do as a referee. I have been a USA Hockey certified referee. I know how this works. We're back underway. It's now 7:22 left in the period. Capitals still down by 1. Anderson tripped up, no penalty. And that will be a penalty. It'll be holding on Curtis Wohl. Wohl grabbed onto the back of Jackson Carter's hockey pants, held him up, and Curtis Wohl into the laser graphics and signed sin bin at the 7:53 mark. Capitals onto the Jen Stambro Real Estate power play. Hopefully the Capitals can move the puck as crisply as they have, as crisply as they often do. I'm going to put it that way. Brett Augustine with the puck. Pass towards the net. Logan gets the puck. Up to the point to Junta. Junta shielding the puck. Lost the handle. Pope. Ben Augustine will get it back to the Capitals. Back towards Logan. Logan drop pass to Augustine. Shots through traffic. Saved by Lunders. Logan gets the puck in the corner. Short pass down to Nelson. Nelson out towards Junta. Couldn't control it, however. Now Logan with it. Drop to Junta. Pass across towards Nelson. Nelson fans on it. Gets it back. Back to Junta. Flubs the one-timer. And it's cleared. Boma comes out to leave the puck for Augustine. 1 minute left in the penalty to Wool. Augustine circles back. Out to Junta. Junta's pass intercepted. Big hit by Drake Lynch. Junta pass over to Logan. Logan hounded. Wenzel off the bench. Augustine with the puck. Pass down to the corner to Nelson. Nelson behind the nets. Centering pass blocked by Lunders. Flutter pass up towards Wenzel at the blue line. Controlled. Ben Augustine was upended in front by Cale Jermeyer. Pass out. Shot wide. Augustine's pinching in from the point for the shot. Wenzel didn't get all that send in. Pokes at it. Will Lunders gets the puck into the neutral zone. Oakley's back at full strength. And Capitals power play just not sharp this game. Dump puck goes wide and will result in an icing. Offensive zone face-off at the 10:09 mark. Wenzel out with Eden and West. Carter and Glovic, the defenseman, face-off won by the Leafs. Back around towards Sexton. Wenzel gets the puck, chips it off the glass. It's going to get picked up by Davey. Davey sends it along the boards. Pass across, connects to Burns. Shot towards the net, directed away by Boma. Hayes gets to it. Out to Eden. Eden sends a pass up towards West. West shot blocked. Attempted centering pass blocked. Leafs cleared out to the neutral zone. Jackson Carter with it for the Capitals. Pass towards West, intercepted by Burns. Burns with the dump in. Quickly blocked by Carter. Glovic sends it towards the corner, picked off by Sexton. Sexton has it poked away. Eden with the puck. Drives wide. Pass across center. West! Oh, couldn't get the shot off. Centering attempt. Rebound out to Behrens. Behrens shot wide. And it'll leave the zone. Carter back for it. Board pass. Looking to get the too many men penalty. Barrett Shizzle with the send in. Puck comes up towards Lynch. Logan up to Nelson. Nelson skating in. Cuts short center. Shot. Saved. Rebound. Gonna get picked up by Maddox Lynch. Sorry, Drake Lynch. Got my Lynches confused. That's a 22, not a 4. Saw the nameplate before I saw the number. Puck cleared out. Hicklin jumped to try to keep it and got a piece of it. Another dump in. Capitals will have to tag it up. Oakley skated in. Shot from a distance. Glove saved by Belma. Face off with 2:48 left. Capitals' top line has just been a little lethargic. Don't have their usual speed. They haven't been particularly crisp with their puck handling either. This was a bit of a problem against Fremont this weekend as well. Johnson shot deflected wide. Simpson gets to it, and he sends that one out of play. Attempted cleared, glove down by Augustine. Sin was too far back to keep the puck in. Capital still offside. And you have to hustle faster than that. Good breakout. Leafs will get the puck into the zone. Nobody has out front. Thankfully, pass not get through towards the slot. Augustine gets to the puck. Oh, turns it out front. Shot, save, rebound. Covered by Boma. Defense must be changed immediately. New line out. Up to Lunders. Lunders shot through traffic, glove saved by Boma. Face off towards the hash marks off the draw. That's in Bird, unable to get a shot off. Chops it down low to the opposite corner though. 1:40 left in regulation. Nelson up towards Logan. Logan battling with Simpson. Simpson gets to the puck. Forward pass to the opposite corner to Lunders. Lunders moves it up towards Stock. Pass intercepted. Bouncing puck. Cleared. Another goal for icing. And we have to see better speed bursts from the Capitals to get to these loose pucks. Do you want to win the game or not? Faceoff comes back to Augustine. Pass to Logan. Logan down low to Nelson. Logan will get the puck back. Cycle attempt picked off. Cleared out. Empty net. Ben Sexton against Behrens. Shot. Side of the net. Another center attempt. Shot. Score. Ben Sexton with the empty netter with 53.9 seconds left. Wenzel on the draw against Burns. Kicklin mishandles. Boston Burns picks up an assist, his second point of the night on the empty netter. Kicklin skates in, knocked off the puck. Wenzel with it. Shot, saved, directed away by Lunders. Cleared out. Hicklin ain't able to stop it at center ice. Hicklin checked. Wenzel trying to work his way through traffic. Eden regroups, passes over to Hicklin. Buzzer sounds. The Oakleys have won the JV Turkey Cup game. Capital's slogan is dig deep, no excuses. No one has said any excuses, but the dig deep portion appeared lacking. I don't know if a lot of players are trying to conserve energy for the varsity game, or what the story is, but this is very reminiscent of the absolute collapse that the JV Capitals had last year in the championship game of the tournament against Lincoln, when only one player showed up. Well, here's hoping that the varsity Capitals play with much higher energy, and we'll see if anyone's ice time in the varsity game is adjusted accordingly to reflect their poor effort in this JV game. And if this seems harsh, I'm holding back quite a bit. Most of you are not prepared for the level of honesty I can have in scouting reports that I used to file that when they weren't public. So this will be the last 3 games for the JV Capitals for the JV team have not been good. Things need to turn around very quickly in terms of execution and effort. They'll have an opportunity to do so this weekend in Sioux City as the JV Capitals are back in action. It's an early afternoon game, 1:30 at the IBP Ice Center up in Sioux City. And then they play again Sunday morning as well. So here's hoping that they can find a little more in the tank against the Metros later this weekend. We thank you so much for joining us for this one. Despite, well, it's one of the, there's a JV Capitals, it's probably their worst game of the season. But despite that, there are much bigger problems in this world. And so even when the JV Capitals lose the Turkey Cup at home, it's still a great day to be a Capital. We'll be back with the varsity stream. We'll probably start that one in about 10 minutes.